Throughout the past 5 years, I have accrued about 3,800 hours of playtime. I have joined and left many guilds, created and lost many friendships, as well as grown as a person throughout my journey across Tyria. Hi, my name is ChiliThing, or as my account name suggests, Mental, and welcome to my 2022 Guild Wars 2 account tour. I'm doing this account tour to show people where my account is before I dive into End of Dragons. This video has been 2 weeks in the making of me writing a script, changing it, writing a script, changing it, writing the script, changing it, as well as just generally getting footage in the background. This video might not come out until after End of Dragons releases because this is my first big proper project editing stuff, so this might take me a while to figure out some stuff. This account tour video will be compared to another account tour video that I made in 2017 when I just started becoming more hardcore with the game and stopped being just casual running around Kessex Hills shooting things with a bow. That video just so happened to be created a few months before Path of Fire came out, so I thought I might as well create a tradition and try and make this one before Expansion 3 releases, which you can check the date on the video and see if I did manage to, release it before then. Starting off with my character roster. The most obvious change from 2017 to now is the fact that I now have 23 characters when I used to only have 2. The 2 characters I had in 2017 are Lissa the Elemental, who I still have, and Grace the Mist, who I most likely deleted not too long after the video. I played Lissa the Elemental as my main character till a few months after Path of Fire was released. I went through quite a bit of Heart of Thorns and Living World Season 3 content with her, whilst not achievement hunting, or really taking the game too seriously. Since then I have given her a name change and a facelift. Her name is now Hyacinth Pavati, and she currently looks like this. She still doesn't have any proper gear as have not really done anything with her all these years. I currently do not have any plans with her either, so for now she's going to stay shelved until I can find something to do with her. For a few months after Path of Fire was released, I created Annabelle Sprocket, an Azuran engineer that I created specifically for raiding. I learned how to do Khan, MO, and VG, but never really got much farther in terms of raiding. Currently she's trapped in Bureau Marches, opening a chest to me daily. I do plan on using her again, however, for raiding and PvE content. I just have to get someone to replace her in a little chest spot. The next character I had was ChiliThing, a Sylvari Ranger that I used primarily to replay the story once I had actually managed to pay for Path of Fire. I used her as my main PvE and structured PvP character for quite a while, and as far as I can remember, up until I quit the game for a few months in 2019. I managed to get every single pet, as well as max nearly 4 of the different crafting professions on her in that time. Currently I use her mostly as my main crafter. I don't really have any plans for her outside of this. I might play around with her fashion moves and try and get her in something that I like. Lydia Aurol is a human revenant that I made to play structured PvP on and eventually played a ton of World vs World on, when I was playing in a Zag busting guild. I mostly played Herald in both circumstances, as at the time they were really good power classes in these game modes. Currently she is shelved and I have no plans for her in the future. I might change her look and fashion wars in the future, but at the moment she'll just stay there collecting dust. These next 3 characters were all created for World vs World roaming and Zerg busting: the Char Warrior, Ultra Fluffy Kitten, the Human Necro, Really Late Doctor, and the Azuran Guardian, Lord Quacks. Whilst they saw very little playtime in World vs World, they saw quite a bit of playtime in structured PvP whilst I was on my journey to craft the Ascension, the PvP legendary backpack. I don't have any plans for these characters at the moment, but I might start doing something with them soon. Mentally Spicy, a human elementalist whose name was a joke as a combination of my account name Mental and my actual online name Chili. I played him for a bit here and there and maxed out his backspaces, but never really did much on him. He is currently sitting in the Bureau Marches chest jail, and I don't really have plans for him. He might just stay in jail for a little while longer. Keek was a human warrior that I used to rekindle my love in raids, when I started raiding in a new friend group that I made when I joined another guild. We did quite a few raids together and they helped me complete the first 2 legendary armor collections on him. Originally I wanted to have a Japanese samurai theme with him, and with End of Dragons coming out soon, I might actually end up doing that. He was benched when I decided to meme with the raid group and make an Azura warrior, who I'll be talking about shortly. Currently he is benched until I get some more samurai looking armor pieces and can make him the ultimate weeb warrior. Soggy Leaf Juice is a Sylvari Mesmer and was made as a joke that had 2 sources. The first and original idea for the character came from a World vs World commander in Sea of Sorrows by the name of T. They were also a Sylvari Mesmer. The second part of the joke comes from Avatar: The Last Airbender, when Iroh calls someone's tea hot leaf juice. Hence the character that I'll probably never use was born. Currently they're just a chest slave in the Crystal Desert where the triple chest spot is, and they'll probably just stay there. Minimi Storage is just a bank character. They're a thief because banks are thieves. Sparkly Darkness is an obnoxiously glorious haymail thief, designed to be as obnoxious as he possibly can be. I was planning on running him in structured PvP with the Dreamer and the Quip, possibly sending him to hell whilst giving me the greatest laugh I'll ever have at the hate mail I'd receive. I'm yet to put him in action as 1, I don't know how to play Thief, and 2, I do not have the Quip yet. But once I have the Quip, ANET will rule the day that they made those legendaries. Mental Stabby Man, Pink Flight Stick, or the Tiny Roman Soldier is a meme Missourian warrior I made to replace Kiko in raids, and he has stayed that well for quite some time. He has been my main raid character for quite a while, as I love being stuck in Eternal Banner Slave hell. His outfits are also my most favourite fashion was on any character that I've ever done up until that point, and I'm still quite proud of them to this day. Catholic Yonks is a Azura Necromancer I've only started recently playing on T4 Fractals and raids as a Scourge. Scourge is quite fun to play, and even though I feel like I'm not doing nearly enough damage when I'm playing Scourge. Chilibiquant is a Ranger Azura that I made and mained through most of the Icebrood Saga. I did quite a few raids on him as a Condi and Power Soul Beast, as well as most recently Druid. He has since been shelved, however, as I started playing an older one of my Rangers now that I have Legendary Armor and go ham with the Fashion Wars. Zotral, Kyaja, and Umbral Lucidity are all characters I made because I wanted more Azura and was addicted to Azura at the time. They were also my horrible attempts to find a class I want to main outside of Ranger, mostly because Untamed doesn't really look that fun to play, and throughout the betas I didn't have that fun of a time playing it. Quartz Miner and Quartz Miner 2nd are meant to replace some of my characters currently slaving away at mining quartz in the Crystal Desert. Alia Forgemender was a character I had made because I needed an engineer for quickness so I could harvest my daily home instance faster, and Annabelle was being used in the Bureau Marches. I might do something with her in the future. This character and the next character I'm talking about both made Char specifically because I have friends who wanted me to join the dark side and make more Char characters. Priska Hexbreaker is the Char Mesmer I decided to make because female Char's Mesmer is the rarest race, gender, class combo in the game. Once I get her to max level, I am going to gear her for raids and start learning how to play Mesmer in raids. The last character I want to talk about has a bit of a story, hence why I left them for last. Bailey Scoville is a human ranger that was created in 2014, 2 years after Guild Wars 2 was released. However, they weren't around in the 2017 account tour. Why was that? Because before I started playing Guild Wars 2 in 2017, I took a huge 6-month break. I had deleted all the characters on the account at the time like an absolute idiot. Once the Guild Wars 2 9th year anniversary presents came out, I figured, why the hell not, let's see if I can get those characters back. I sent in a ticket to try and get them back. I was unable to get my dad's Elementalist back, which he had made during the early release period when Guild Wars 2 originally released. However, I was able to get my Ranger back. I was quite happy with that, as I never expected to get any of them back. Currently I'm using him to play Druid and raids, and made my most recent Fashion Wars Masterpiece on him. He kind of looks like a weird white mantle. I use him more, I might use him more in the future if I find Untamed to be fun, but with what I played in the betas, I'm not too hyped, and I probably won't end up using him. This transmog I might also put on a new character that I'll make for, like, a thief, because I think it'll look better on a thief. In 2017, I only had 53 masteries, with only one mastery track completed. Now in 2022, I have every single mastery track completed, and in Ender Dragons I plan on completing all the masteries as I go along. It might take a while, but that's because I have university, and university will be taking up most of my time. In terms of achievements, I have gone from 3,246 achievement points to 15,933. I have completed most of the story meta achievements, however, I still need to complete some of the Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, Living World Season 2, Champions, and the random Visions of the Past they threw in. In general with achievements, I have completed quite a few, however I've only maxed out Jumping Puzzles, Master Insights, and all of the non-hidden hero achievements. For the Path of Fire tab, I have completed some, but not a lot, same with the Heart of Thorns. However, I have completed Dragon Stand achievement section. I have also completed most of the side story achievements, with most of them having 1 or 2 achievements, usually the Infinite Repeater ones not completed. However, I have not bothered with the Conversion of Magic side story, because honestly, I couldn't be stuffed. In the competitive tab, I have completed some of the PvP map achievements. I have completed most of the achievements associated with the Ascension Legendary Backpack, which I have fully completed and crafted. The PvP Conqueror is still a lot of work that I need to do with, but I currently have no interest in going into PvP properly. I still have work to do in the World vs. World, Edge of the Mist, and Warclaw achievement sections. I've also done very little of the competitive activity achievements, mostly because, once again, I just couldn't be stuffed. Raids, I've done quite a hefty amount of them, however still have quite a few to go, mostly the challenge modes and the miscellaneous achievements associated with them. In Fractals, I've completed all of the challenge mode achievements, with the exception of some of the niche ones in Sunclaw Peak. I also have a few additional niche ones in the Fractals tabs left to go. In collections, I have done sweet fuck all. The ones of note that I have completed are the Griffin, Funerary Armor, the Bifrost, Vision, Aurora, and the Legendary Armor achievements. With crafting professions, I nearly have them all at 500, however I am going to make proper crafting characters, so most of them will change over the next few months to years. In my wardrobe, in most sections, I have a lot of the easy to get skins, and have anywhere from 40 to 60 skins for all armor pieces. I have about 40 to 70 of all the above ground weapons, and about 25 for the underground weapons. I have 127 backpack skins, 21 outfits, 230 miniatures, 22 glider skins, and at most 15 skins for some of the mounts. I have a ton of the novelties, mostly the tonics. I have quite a few finishes, with the Llama one being my favourite. I only have 4 additional mail carriers, and just by default use the confetti one because confetti is glorious. I have every single common, uncommon, and rare die, and have a little less than half the exclusive dies. Most of the ones I need, they are expensive as hell, and I need to save up gold to buy more. Now, legendaries. I have recently completed and finished the full medium armor set, which to be honest was probably not the best idea. Probably should have gone with heavy, as I use heavy in raids more often, or light because the light classes are more fun to play around with. I have 2 legendary weapons, the Bifrost and the Dreamer. I have 3 trinkets, those being the Ascension backpiece, Aurora, and the Prismatic Champion's Regalia from the Return to Achievement stuff. On the side, I'm working on finishing Vision. I just need to finish the Mystic Tribute, which is really expensive, and that's going to take me quite a bit. Once I finish that, though, I will be going and working towards the Sigils and Runes, because they are expensive to continuously buy and get, and it's a rough time trying to get all the ones that I need. I'll also be working towards Transcendence, Conflux, and Coalescence at some points. Coalescence will be a bit hard because I actually need to kill Doom, Q1, and QTP before I can get that, and yeah, I haven't gotten my Doom kill yet. My current World vs. World rank is 219. I do plan on getting that up, as I want to get Warbringer, Conflux, as well as the Ascended Armor. I have gotten to Diamond Chest a few times, but not recently. In PvP, I'm currently level 54. I do want to get to 80 to get the Dragon finishes. The highest rank in competitive I've gotten is Gold at 1242, which my average rank being Silver, Gold around 1200 to 1150. I have completed the Ascension, but I do need to work on Transcendence as well as get some Ascended Armor pieces that you get through PvP. In Fractals, I've completed every Fractal and every CM, however I still need to get my personal Fractal level up as it's only at 89. I need to get to 100 to start going for Fractal God. In raids, I've completed most bosses except for the last boss on Wings 5, 6, and 7. I've only completed 4 CMs, those being Khan, Emo, Solasara, and Sabir. Hopefully I'll get to finish those off before Expansion 4 comes out. My major goals before the next expansion are to get a Vision, another set of Legendary Armor, as well as either start or finish the Legendary Runes and Sigils. I want to get more involved in World vs. World and PvP, as they are alternative ways to play the game and can be quite fun. I want to have my 2 crafter characters maxed out, as well as have a main character for every class. This may involve creating new characters, or using characters that I already have. That's it for 2022. I want to thank you for watching. This is my first big editing job, and there is much more I wanted to put in this video, but I was pressed for time wanting to have this out before End of Dragons, and I only have a limited time before then, because of, outside world stuff and, needing to have this edited before like a week. I welcome any and all feedback on my editing, as well as the format in which I presented it in, as well as any ideas of what I could do for videos and all sorts of stuff. I could have done a lot better with the script, especially towards the end, as well as how I presented information in the video. However, I'm unsure of how I would go about doing that. I will obviously look for ways to improve and ways to improve my script writing and stuff, so that I can, make better videos in the future. Things will definitely be improved by next time, I hope. And I hope to see you all for the next Guild Wars 2 expansion in the coming years. Thank you all. Ciao.